talking about
Stouts and
porters. Stouts and porters all kind of are like one big happy family with a little bit of a difference.
they're so strong and bold. You could have them on their own. They're great for after dinner or just between meals.
In general, you'll find that porters are a lot sweeter.
They're usually more fruity, more chocolatey, lighter. Stouts, on the other hand, are usually more dry, roasted, and smoky.
You might find coffee being a stout, whereas you might find chocolate being a porter. That's kind of the best way to describe them, but it really comes down to what does the brewmaster want to call the beer that he makes.
So first off, we have the Vanilla Porter by Mill Street Brewery, and it's at 5% alcohol. This beer is nitrogen filled, and that's why you get that creamy foam.
Also, Mill Street Brewery is super cool because where they brew the beer in Toronto is where beer used to be brewed way before, I think it was before Prohibition. See, it's a nice dark color like most porters are.
Nice vanilla taste.
Very easy to go down. It was pretty dark, but it wasn't overpoweringly strong. Mildly sweet. When you first drink it, it has like a chocolate smell, aroma to it, and has a bit of a vanilla aftertaste.
Here we have the Ugly Sweater Milk Stout by Perla 49, 5% alcohol. This one is a seasonal beer because it represents Christmas, and you know our aunts make all those ugly sweaters for us.
Very trending now, by the way.
Ooh.
Look how dark this beer is. It's darker than the vanilla porter. There's not as much head to it.
It feels like they roasted it longer to get that rich dark flavor.
It has a nice chocolate taste to it. Its creaminess doesn't come from much of the texture of the beer, but rather the flavor.
It goes down very smoothly. It doesn't have that bitter bite like other beers, but this one's very smooth.
It's so delicious. It's definitely one of those all the time, anytime of beers that make you feel just so good on the inside. The award-winning Fuller's London Porter at 5.4%, imported from England.
They cleared up right away. You don't see that build in the foam because there's more carbon charge. I definitely like that bold, rich flavor.
This London Porter did have a chocolate taste to it. It wasn't very sweet at all for being a porter. Perfect after dinner drink. As someone described it to us, it was beer with chocolate aftertones. Like not that sweet you want to drink fast. It's really one you want to sip on slowly because it's very strong. When you think of dark beers, this is what you get.
And finally, we have the Spruce Tip Stout. And this was a collaboration by multiple BC breweries for Craft Beer Month.
In October. What's really cool about this beer is that it's a badge.
This is actually what appealed to me about this beer. I just love this badge because it was very different.
Scout's Honor! It's made by 6 local BC craft breweries, all that live apparently on the Brewery Creek. I don't know where that is yet, but maybe one day I'll find out.
When I first smelled that spruce smell, I thought it would be hops, and I thought it would be very bitter, but it actually is not bitter at all.
Out of all these beers that we introduced, my favorite is Ugly Sweater. The type of beer you want to go to. Let's say you've had a long day at work and you just want something to sip on or relax. This is the beer to go to.
My favorite was the Vanilla Porter by Mill Street Brewery. I've always loved the vanilla flavor, so this is my personal favorite. And there's someone that asked us if we're planning to brew our own beer. Yes, we are. We just need a venue.
One day. Cheers!
I'm from Canada, so we have more pine trees and do we have spruce trees?
I don't know what we have.
I'm pretty sure as a BC beer, there's definitely spruce trees in BC.
Scout's Honor. Okay, so imagine you're making yourself coffee with lots of coffee powder without so watered down. It's definitely not a watered down beer.
Do you feel like you're drinking a tree?
I'm tasting BC Craft Brewery.
Are you really? I imagine you licking the floor. BC Craft Brewery.